All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Hit that like button if you don't mind when you come in and share the video as you go out. About an hour ago, give or take, hour and a half ago, Sony announced that there would be a state of play. That's kind of the big news here. Other news is that the PS5 has outsold the Series X and S, I believe, I forgot, in Europe or something like that. Now, this is after the price hike. So even though there was a price hike, the PS5 still outsold the Xbox. So, I mean, in spite you all being told, this was terrible and people aren't going to like this and people are going to run away and all that kind of stuff. Again, you had these YouTubers telling you that, just lying their asses off. Again, Sony did a market-based analysis with this, and they came back with their number, and the number was like, yeah, everything's gonna increase. So that's very quickly. I had more to say about that, but I'm kind of crunched for time here. There's a football game happening tonight. I've already won my first fantasy week, so I'm just celebrating it tonight. I'm waiting for my $40 to come in. Where my $40 at? Waiting on the commissioner to push that all through. So via something called Cash App. But hit that like button. Like I said, there is a state of play coming up, and I want my flowers at this point because I'm going to show you something on the screen. Because if you've heard anybody talking about this, saying that nobody knew about this, there were no insiders and things like that, and nobody saw this coming, I'm just gonna put something here. I put this on Twitter last week. I want you to really look at the date here. If I can hit it one more time. All right. As you can see, last Wednesday, this is from my Twitter feed, 7:24 a.m. Whoops. At 7:24 a.m. on the 7th, which was last Wednesday, I put up Sony big announcement next week. Okay? So anybody who is telling you if anybody's saying nobody saw this coming, nobody knew this is out of the blue, no, it's not. I knew about this a week ago. Okay? I knew about this a week ago. And what they're going to show is they're going to show PS4 and PS5 games, and they're going to show some newer VR games. So let me make that clear. Do not get caught up in, oh, they're going to show Spider-Man. They're not. They're not going to show Spider-Man. They're not. I take that back. I doubt it. There's a 5% chance you'll see a lot of their first party stuff will be the VR stuff. That's all I can really say about it. I got a list right here. Not going to tell you that announcement right there was big enough. So just hit the like button, give me my flowers, share the care. If you're not subbed already, go ahead and sub. That's it. Don't have to, no money. No, like I said, I had my Dono War last week and somebody donated, so my dirty drawers will get clean. So because Sony forced me to buy The Last of Us at $70. They're anti-consumer, right? I had a choice to make a purchase, and I chose to make the purchase, and it's Sony's fault I did it. So, but this is for the people who want to run around, and if they're saying, well, we didn't know, and this is out of the blue, and as you can see right there, I put something on the screen called a receipt. So I don't know why you listen to these people at this point anymore. I'm looking at you all at this point. I said that last week. I am starting to look at the people who even consider listening to people who I mean, again, if this is being said, I don't know. So, but I was the first to tell you this a week ago. So if you follow me on Twitter, you get all the, as the women would say, you get all the tea. But you're getting 8 to 10 games, mostly from Japanese developers, some VR. So Capcom's a Japanese developer, Square Enix is a Japanese developer. You may get Project Eve, maybe Pragmatica, maybe we get something on that. You're gonna get Forspoken. You're gonna probably get something out of Final Fantasy, something from Valkyrie, is it Valkyrie Elysium or Elysium Valkyries or something like that. You're going to get stuff like that. They said that's what they were going to do, and that's what they're going to do. Do not get caught up in any other stuff except what you're being told. I mean, I hate to go Donald Trump here, but Donald Trump made a good point during his campaign when he said, stop listening to the media and just listen to me. That's all you can really say at this point. Again, Sony will always tell you what they're going to do, when they're going to do it. They're not on nobody's time except their own. They have their own plan. They're going about it. Everything's fine. Don't, you know, we see the sales. We see them surpassing. As soon as their stock that comes in for the PS5, it sells out. So since their stock is increasing, guess what? More is selling. You know, not that big. It's not that big a deal. So, but yeah, they also created a lighter, more nimble PS5. So we'll just have to look and see how that goes. But it's not a showcase. It's a state of play. It's like 15 to 20 minutes long. It's tomorrow. I want to say at 5 or 6 o'clock. No, I will not be streaming it. I will be at work. Okay, I will be at work. So, and I wouldn't stream it anyway. So I probably won't talk about it until Thursday. That way, you know, you all can just look and see what they have. And, you know, but it's for their, I mean, Call of Duty. They are a partner. Activision's a partner right now. That game comes out next month. And a matter of fact, the beta starts, what is it, Friday or something like that? The beta starts here pretty soon. So as an open beta, I forgot what it's called, but kind of dancing all over the place a little bit because I expected this announcement like at 9 a.m. I was gonna go, you know, do a podcast at 9 a.m. and they didn't announce this till they delayed the announcement for some reason. So, but yeah, so expect it from their Japanese developers, their partners, and things like that. So maybe something like I said, Final Fantasy, Disco Elysium, or Valkyrie, whatever that is called. Just stuff like that. Resident Evil could be seen. Again, they're going to show more Resident Evil in depth at Tokyo Gaming Show. That's its big announcement right there. It said they'll have a few surprises, so we'll have to wait and see what those are. But because they may sneak something in. But this is your state of play. There hasn't been one since the opening of what do they call that? That's that thing that Jeff Keighley did, the video game thing, Summer Showcase. So again, this is Sony opening in the summer, closing because summer just ended last week, Labor Day. So, but yeah. So what do you think? I'll look at some questions here. Let's see here. Waiting on the show. That's fine. What's up, CRU? How are you doing, brother? Maybe like this. Well, yeah, the showcases that they've had with Ubisoft and then whatever they did a little bit before then, Disney, those were fine. Those showcases were fine. Why these and when I say they're not for you, I'm talking about these content creators that suck. Okay, these content creators need for these companies to make these announcements so that they can stream and get into something called the algorithm and get you hyped. That's what they've said. They have said it publicly now. So it is what it is. So, but it's a state of play. It's not a showcase. So, yeah. I mean, I won't give me my flowers here, True Virgil. So yeah. So that's why I put that up on the screen. If there's anybody saying that nobody knew this, I said if you just say no. There you go. You all can take a screenshot of that. You have permission. It's up there. That's why you all can screen clip it and say, I got it first. That's all you got to say. Hey, he got it. He told us about this last week. So, you know, and Sony had another announcement earlier this morning. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm like, okay, that ain't the announcement I was told they were going to make, but that was cool too. So, state of play is, what does it say? It's for the, let me see if I can put that up on the screen here. So I'm going to take that down. I'm sorry. And, let's see here. Let me, okay, yeah. Let's go to Sony News. Let's go to, oh, there we go. State of play, state of play, state of play. And it is for, let's let's see here. It is 4. I have to put the button here, make that small, and okay. So you can see there, it clearly states what this is about. So you all don't have to guess. You all don't have to look stupid. And you know, it says with Tokyo Gaming Show just around the corner. So this is kind of a little bit of a nibble on that steak. It's almost time to celebrate the amazing creative contributions of the Japanese gaming development community. And it's a perfect time to kick off another State of Play. There's a returns tomorrow. That's the 13th. 3 p.m. 3 Pacific. Yeah, 6 o'clock. I was told it was going to be 5, but that's fine. It can watch it on Twitch and YouTube. It says they'll have some great updates from our Japanese partners, along with the other some prizes from developers around the world. So, I mean, one developer they have around the world is Activision. They have a partnership with them right now. They're going to probably show Call of Duty because the beta starts in a couple of days. I'm sorry. So it says expect about 20 minutes. So if it's only 18 minutes long, don't get mad, okay? Reveals, new updates, and fresh gameplay footage for the 10 games coming. Fresh gameplay footage of 10 games coming to PS5, 4, and VR. See you tomorrow. Okay, well there you go. And so I think isn't Kana Bridge of Spirits? Aren't they getting a update? Isn't Kana getting or maybe they already had it? I'm not sure. I haven't played Kana in a while. So, but that's what you're getting. Don't get caught up in the whole. This is they're gonna be. I thought they were gonna show this. No, they're on their own time. Okay, you know it's like if your wife is pregnant and she's only 6 months. You can't be saying, "Well, the baby needs to come on out." And this is getting stupid. I mean, it's got to bake in the oven for not at least 8 months. Give that baby at least 8 months. You know, so. Yeah, Tariq Hill showed up on my fantasy team as well. So that's who that and the Steelers defense. The Steelers defense had 5 turnovers against the Bengals. Remember, I told you all that the Bengals getting almost 7 points against the Steelers was too much. I told everybody that. I'm like, just take the Steelers straight up. You know, I always stay away from spreads, but I'm like, that's too much for the Bengals with a horrible offensive line. I mean, it's not horrible. They will get better. But they started 4 new offensive linemen yesterday that had not ever played together before. I mean, they practiced, but that you can read about how to do a surgery, but you have to get in there and do it. That's bullshit. I mean, it was crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not expecting. Again, I'll be at work, so and that's what I'm expecting. I actually do have on a piece of paper what they're gonna show, but I'm just simply saying, if you look at exactly what they're telling you they're gonna show, expect that. Don't expect anything more. Don't sit up. I can't say don't. You can expect whatever you want, but you're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look like an ass if you expect more than what they tell you they're gonna show you. Okay? If they tell you that the rack of ribs at the restaurant costs $19.99, the ribs cost $19.99. All right, no more, no less. So, the Dolphins. What'd you say? The guy I met was matched up. Had the Dolphins defense, 18 points. Yeah, my Steelers defense, at least in my league, it had 47 points. It had 47 points. Plus, I had Tariq Hill. Plus, I had who was my quarterback? Sugar Free. Oh gosh, who's the quarterback for the Bears? That's who I started. No, I'm sorry, the Bills. I started him on Thursday night. And he had like 2 interceptions, but he also, I think, threw 2 touchdown passes. So yeah, I did good. I did good. I also had Leonard Fournette. So I had Leonard Fournette, Tariq Hill. I had the quarterback from Buffalo. I had the Steelers defense. I did good. Oh, I did have the tight end for my tight end for Seattle plays tonight. So I've already won. I won yesterday, but I don't know if because I have my tight end, I ain't got my money yet, but I should be. I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0, and I'm happy. So, yeah. You're trying to find out who the State of Play is meant for. Well, it tells you who it's meant for. Okay, so it's kind of a kickoff to kind of an entryway, so to speak, to Tokyo Gaming Show, which is, I had no problem with that. So, well, I got no problem with that. So I tell you who stunk it up yesterday was Green Bay. Green Bay looked terrible. As bad as the Bengals looked, Green Bay looked bad too. The Bengals still had 2 chances to win that game. I mean, that's how crazy it was. They moved the ball up and down the field against the Steelers in the second half. First half, Joe Burrow threw like 3 interceptions. So I'm like, yeah, you all had this guy MVP. I'm like, no, he's good, but he is not. He is not Justin Herbert or whatever his name is out of Los Angeles, the Chargers quarterback. He ain't my Bills quarterback. He's not. Those guys are top. The 2 top young quarterbacks are those 2 guys. So, and of course, Patrick Mahomes, my God, I think he threw 5 touchdown passes yesterday. Wow. So, yeah, Lamar Jackson. I had him. I've got Lamar Jackson, but I did not start him yesterday. I started the Bills quarterback yesterday. My NFC quarterback is my NFC quarterback is who is the quarterback for him? Who is my NFC quarterback? Hold on, let me look here. All right, it was the guy from the Cardinals. Yeah, I got him, but I didn't start him yesterday. I wasn't stupid. I knew Kansas City was gonna come to play. Them dudes are mad as hell. So, but anyway, yeah, guys, if there's not any questions, I'm gonna hop off here again. I'm not gonna show this. I'm expecting something from Square Enix. I'm expecting something from Capcom. Maybe a smaller development team. And it says a few surprises. The VR stuff, I wouldn't mind an update on that shooting game they just announced. Maybe something on that. Maybe we get Resident Evil 4 VR, Resident Evil 8, what that's going to kind of look like. So an update on that. And but yeah, I expect Forspoken. They dropped some information on Forspoken today about the combat. I expect to see that tomorrow. Because again, Square Enix, in my opinion, they've already been purchased, but that's just my opinion. I don't blab about it a whole lot. It's just my opinion. Square Enix is one of their partners as well. People got to remember that. And they are a third. They're one of their partners. They're a Japanese partner. So I have to wait and see how that works out, how that goes. So, but that is all I really had, though. I could sit there and talk football another 30 minutes, but like I said, but NFL is about to kick off in 10 more minutes on ABC. It is, I believe, is it Seattle and Denver tonight? I think it is. So I got my tight ends playing. I know that. So double check here. I think my tight ends in this game. See here. Yeah, Broncos and Seahawks. Yeah, 8:15 ABC. So yeah. But all right, guys, that was it, man. I'm not that I don't love you, but but I got to go. But remember, I'm the one who told you all this last week. Do not get caught up in the whole thing of nobody knew this. Nobody. If there's anybody saying that out there, you can simply correct them and say, no, I don't think that's true. Tight end from the Falcons got 3 points. Oh wow. That guy's been underwhelming, hadn't he? He's been underwhelming. So my tight end plays tonight and I think the Seahawks will throw it to him a whole lot. Denver got a great defense though. At least last year. Now they got Russell Wilson. He's going back in to play against Seattle to get revenge against Pete Carroll for that ridiculous Super Bowl call that he had a few years ago. Russell Wilson should be a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and Pete Carroll took it away from him. So I don't know why this is. So. Yeah, Leonard Fournette, let me tell you this with Fournette. He always, the first 5 weeks of the year, he plays great. He's a big man. He plays great. Played at LSU, SEC. He plays fantastic. He plays great. But he always gets nicked up by like week 6, and he's out. So, you got to get another running back, right? So, but yeah, that's just for me. It's fun. I haven't played this I haven't done it in a while. That was my receiver, Justin Jefferson, the NFC. Yeah, he did well. So, because the first person that went off my board receiver wise was Jamar Chase, and I'm like, well, Jamar Chase is not going to have the same type of year. but he had a pretty good game yesterday against Pittsburgh, but they did a good job of keeping him in front. They didn't care if he got stuff over the middle, which is where he ended up going. I think this year he's going to be catching a lot of stuff over the middle, and you know, a very good chance he may get hurt this year because going over the middle, man, that's brutal. We got safeties coming down, corners coming down on you. You know, plus yeah, safeties coming down, corners coming down. You know, linebackers, you know, dropping. Yeah, it'll be tough. So what's up, the Hulk? But all right, man, that was it. Just wanted to touch base with you all. And like I said, I expected this announcement earlier today. I was told, expected in the, you know, what do they normally do this around 11 o'clock? I was told they were going to do this around 9 o'clock in the morning because I normally podcast at 9:30. But yeah, that's it. That was it, though. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out very quickly. And remember, play the games. Today was National Video Game Day. So what games did you play? Have a good time. And you all have a good rest of the week. I'll talk to you again on Thursday. Peace in the Middle East. Peace out.